Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right. What a morning it's been. How cool we had on the president, CEO of American Diabetes Association. So learning a whole lot from her of how to be healthy. And thank you, too, for the feedback that we had by having the Senator McCain on. We were very honored to have had the ability to interview him in the past. So thank you for the feedback that we've received and the continued comments for that. Well, once you get healthy, and you are healthy, or you need to get healthy, you're also going to need to have some money to be able to pay those bills and stuff. And how do you make money? Well, our next hero is going to share that with us because he is your partner in building time freedom through wealth. This is the idea that if you have wealth, you can choose your lifestyle. Have more time. Imagine if you had more time to exercise, more time to make your own food. Heck, maybe even grow your own vegetables if people still do that, which they should. You could reach Travis Watts. He is the VP of Investor Solutions at directsourcewealth.com/hero. Or you can also call him at 877-756-8323. So Travis, talk to us more about really what does time freedom mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for having me here today, David. So time freedom is a concept that we came up with at Direct Source Wealth. And what it essentially means is think about if you had enough time to, do whatever it is that you want to do, spend as much time as you would like doing so, and had the complete freedom to do that as much as you want. So time freedom's this idea of, what if you didn't have to work? What if you weren't held down by obligations or things that, you don't even like doing? And, what would that look like? For some people, they think of that as that's retirement. That's for later. That's when I'm in my 60s or my 70s. For us, it means regardless of age, we believe that most individuals can get to this level a whole lot quicker. And the way that you do that is through passive income, which is what Direct Source Wealth specializes in.
What does that mean, though? What do you mean by passive income?
Yep, great question. Passive income, the way that we look at investing is having your money work for you so that you don't have to work for money. So we're not talking about fixing and flipping homes or stock trading or going to work and earning income that way. We're talking about taking the excess income that you have above and beyond, the food, shelter, and life's essentials, right? And taking that and investing it into real estate. That's what our firm does, so that our co-investors, people that invest right alongside us, can receive monthly passive income. And at the time that you build that passive income up enough to cover your current job, what you earn as a salary, and go above and beyond your spending, you have what's called time freedom, the ability to do what you want, when you want, as much as you want.
So, Travis, do you have passive income?
Absolutely. So I got started a lot heavier into real estate in 2009, 10, 11, 12. I was mostly doing buy and hold single-family homes. I was self-managing. I was going about it the only way I knew how at that time, until I discovered that there was a model that allowed you to invest in larger real estate projects, apartment communities, commercial real estate, self-storage, medical facilities, etc., using the same amount of capital I was already using for down payments on these single-family homes, and I could be 100% hands-off. I never had to manage tenants, didn't have to unclog toilets, didn't have to lay tile, didn't have to do anything on my own, and I was able to achieve virtually the same returns by using that model, and it made a whole lot of sense to me, and that's where this whole concept of financial freedom and time freedom and things like that really came about for me.
Must be nice, and being able to now have this passive income, knowing that money is going to be coming in of things that you have invested in and co-invested in with your investors. So make sure you contact Travis Watts. Go to Direct Source Wealth. You could reach him at directsourcewealth.com/hero. Call him 877-756-8323 because you're listening to me, David Kogan, host of the Eliances Hero Show. Make sure you go to Eliances.com because we're going to have his information posted there, the link to the interview and his contact at ELIANCES.com. This is the only place where entrepreneurs align. And Travis is continuing to help educate us to be able to have more time freedom, make money on our money, investing into real estate. And tell me more of the advantages, though, of the monthly residual income.
Yeah, absolutely. So we don't tend to think of it in terms of just money and we need more money, we want to multiply our money. It's really about what does that mean to you? What are you ultimately going to convert your income into, regardless of your age? For some of our clients, that's a charity, whether that's a full-time charity or a part-time charity. For some, it's more travel. For some, it's an early retirement. For some, it's sending their kids to college. So it really just depends on you and what your goals are, what you desire to have. We believe that passive monthly residual income is probably the best way to get there. And so, you start with maybe your job or some consulting work or fixing and flipping homes. We're not against any of this stuff. It's just you've got what earns you the active income, and then we're in the business of helping individuals shift focus of their excess income and convert it into passive income so that they can build up their $10,000 a month passive income, $20,000 a month passive income. That number is going to be different for everybody, and it's really going to depend on you as an individual. So we always consider thinking long and hard about what it is you ultimately want out of your life with your income.
Well, let's say that let's say as an investor into Direct Source Wealth, which is at directsourcewealth.com/hero, and I'm getting these monthly checks from the monthly residual income and stuff. And then maybe I don't, I'd rather just have those monthly checks instead of me receiving them just rolled into something with Direct Source Wealth. Can I do that too?
Yeah, that's a great question. Actually, later this year, 2018, we are looking at creating a rollover program where all of our current investors can choose or elect to reinvest into other projects. And we've actually created a diversified fund that holds all types of real estate. That might be an option on the table, as well as we've got a bunch of individual projects that we work on as well. So compounding is definitely part of our model. And our CEO, Kira Golden, came up with a model called the 500-200 strategy. In essence, it's a bit complicated, but we've made a video on it at directsourcewealth.com/videos. It essentially means that if you were to invest $500,000 in approximately a 10-year time frame, you would be able to convert that into $200,000 per year passive income with the types of deals that we're talking about.
And that's $200 per year for forever, right? Almost.
Right, exactly. And that's the important key there is, that's residual income that you don't have to work for, that you can retire on, things like that. That's exactly right.
And you still have the 500 principal there too.
You do, because you've just simply taken that $500,000 and invested it. You didn't go out and have to spend it. There's plenty of investments out there, like say with the oil and gas partnerships, things like that, where you're actually spending the money on the drilling and the completion, things like that, and then hoping on the back end that there's some passive income. This is a lot different. You're simply buying real estate. It's very simple on the surface. I mean, you're simply buying apartment communities. That's our bread and butter that we do, that individuals live in across the United States. So, it's got a long, stable track record of being a profitable business and having people rent decade after decade.
That's incredible. Well, we're going to keep you on because there's so much more questions that I have so that we can learn how to make more money on our money, time, freedom, and co-investing. So continue to stay tuned. Reach Travis Watts at Direct Source Wealth at directsourcewealth.com/hero or call him. Call him now, 877-756-8323. David Kogan with Eliances.
Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
I'm so excited because we've got Travis Watts back. He is the VP of Investor Solutions at Direct Source Wealth. Go to directsourcewealth.com/hero, or I'm going to tell you his phone number, 877-756-8323, and call him now. Why? Well, would you like to have more money? Would you like to figure out what to do with your money? Maybe you're new in real estate. Maybe you're experienced. What's so cool about Direct Source Wealth is that most of the employees there are co-investors, which means they co-invest with you on projects. And Travis is going to share more of that information with us. Travis, though, I need to ask you, is there a magic number of how much cash someone should, though, have on hand? They've got X amount. How much do they put into each of these? You know, we hear about buckets and stuff. Is there a number?
Excellent. Yeah, the magic number. Okay, so as we discussed, it's definitely individualized. That number is going to be different for everyone. Although I'll tell you this, we offer what's called a strategy session where we get to actually get on the phone one-on-one, even face-to-face if we're in the area, and we get to talk to our investors or our prospective investors, and we get to sit down and ask them that very question. What is that magic number? What would you like to see in 5, 10, 20 years as far as that passive income amount? The number I've heard most out of anyone is somewhere around that $10,000 per month mark. So how do you get to that mark? There's a lot of different ways to go about it, but here's a simple way of looking at it. If you could get out of your deals on average that you take part in a 12% annualized return, I'm just going to throw that number out there. That's a fairly realistic number to achieve. That would mean for every $100,000 that you choose to invest, that would be $12,000 per year in passive income. So if you're looking to create $48,000 per year, then you need $400,000 approximately invested. It's not exact. We're not selling, annuities or CDs or anything that's got a guaranteed, fixed rate of return kind of thing. This is real estate. I mean, it is subject to the markets and interest rates and politics, regulation, things like that. But that's a good baseline number that I like to use and that I do use for my own personal investing. And so you can kind of run the numbers for yourself. Now, with that being said, there's definitely projects out there that may not pay out monthly income at first because let's say it's a new development. We're going to build, a 50-unit condo project or something like this. Well, we have to physically build it before there's going to be any distribution. So that may be 2-3 years down the road before it's completed. That might be a great project to consider putting inside of your IRA. A lot of our clients and prospects don't know that you can actually use a self-directed IRA to invest in real estate. Doesn't have to just be stocks, bonds, mutual funds. So if you're not looking to build the residual passive income every month, you just want to be in the real estate market, have a little more diversification, or take some money off the table and potentially out of the stock market for a while, that could be a great way of doing so where you can still potentially achieve great returns on real estate projects in something that you may not be touching for 10, 20, 30 years potentially.
Now you know why you've got to set up a time to talk with Travis. So go to directsourcewealth.com/hero or call them at 877-756-8323. And again, we'll have the link on our website at Eliances.com. So, Travis, one of the other things, too, is again, we've got various age groups that are listening right now to you. And those that have children, some of the first thoughts of parents is, God, I'm not going to be around forever. Certainly not going to be able to support them forever. How can I set up something where it's like a legacy that they, when I'm not around, will still be able to receive income in case they may not, be able to make ends meet? There's going to be some type of tool or investment there for them.
Absolutely. So I like to ask individuals that I speak with, I like to ask them an and/or scenario. And that is, would you rather have $1 million inherited in cash directly to you, or would you rather have $120,000 per year for the rest of your life where you don't have to do any work? So it's interesting to hear the responses, but that can help guide us into which projects may be most appropriate for that individual. So we work a lot with charitable trusts. We work with a lot of trusts in general. We work with Coverdale college savings plans for children. So there's a lot of different ways that we can structure it, but we are in the business of helping our clients achieve generational wealth.
Travis, I'm dying to know the answer. Is it a mixed answer that you get from people in regards to that question where the two options, the $1 million in cash or over $100,000 per year for life?
So, yeah. So for the responses, what I hear most is the residual income. That really is the bread and butter of our business. That really is what we're all about, is creating passive income for individuals. Doesn't have to be your plan. It's not all that we do, but that is the most common for most of our clients.
Now, what about someone just getting started in investing? So they've been working hard, they've been saving, they've got, cash, but they're nervous of doing anything because there's a large population out there. The stats came out about how much people are hoarding and holding cash, and that what's the best strategy for someone who's starting off?
Yeah, that's an excellent question as well. So a good time, too, to bring up that, we do have to follow the SEC regulations. We are a heavily regulated industry, so we work primarily with accredited investors, meaning that the net income of the individual or couple is $1 million or higher, excluding the primary residence, and or $200,000 per year income for the last 2 years, with expectations of doing the same this year for somebody who's single, or $300,000 a year for the last 2 years, with the same expectations this year for a couple. So that is a regulation set by the SEC. So that is the bulk of our investors. With that being said, there are occasionally projects where there is an exemption to work with non-accredited or family friends, things like this, pre-existing relationships. So it would depend. But ultimately, to get back to your question, we don't recommend or advocate that real estate's the only way to go. It's the best thing in the world. Don't own any stocks. Only be in real estate. Nothing like that. So for most of our clients, I'd say they have anywhere between 10 to 70% of their investing portfolio in the types of deals that we do and in real estate. It's always definitely common to see that, there's a handful of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, CDs, annuities, things like that in the portfolio mix as well, which I think is smart for most people. So again, it's going to depend on you, what your goals are, what strategy would work best for you. So you can always give us a call, and we're happy to jump on the phone with you and see how we can help with your situation.
Travis, you know what? I wish that we could talk to you all day, every day, 24 hours, because it's such an important topic. It's on the top of minds of everybody. I mean, time and having money. I mean, those are things to be able to exist. Having money, whether you want to help others, whether you want to spend it on yourself, or maybe your family, or medical, or anything else. So make sure you contact Travis Watts, VP at Investor Solutions with Direct Source Wealth. He can be contacted at directsourcewealth.com/hero or call him at 877-756-8323 because he helps you grow your money and use it for projects that you can believe in. With that, this is David Kogan with Eliances.
You have been listening to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups. To present your superpower, visit www.eliances.com.